Okay, now after completing the basic theory part, we will see some concepts related to thermodynamics which are required in vapor compression refrigeration system. So here you can see I have shown temperature versus entropy diagram, and second diagram is pressure versus enthalpy. Now in both the cases vapor dome has been shown. So this is vapor dome of TH diagram and this is vapor dome of pH diagram. And then on both the diagrams a constant pressure line has been drawn. So here you can see on TH diagram this is the nature of constant pressure line, and on pH diagram pressure will be horizontal, constant pressure. And you can see on both the diagrams points are marked A to D. Now we'll define what are these points. So here we are taking example of water at 1 atmospheric condition. So at 1 atmospheric condition, if you recall from thermodynamics, what is the boiling point of water? It is 100 degrees Celsius. So here you can see the saturation temperature I have shown, it is 100 degrees Celsius at 1 atmospheric pressure for water. Don't forget that this example is of water. So we'll discuss what are the different points now. So if you consider point A, it is subcooled liquid. Then second point, if you see point B, it is on saturated liquid line. So that will be, point B will be saturated liquid. Then point C, you can notice point C, it is on saturated vapor line. So point C will be saturated vapor. Point D, it is in superheated region. Okay, at the same time here also you can observe point D is in superheated region. So point D will be superheated vapor. And next point, point E, it is in between the vapor dome. Here also you can see point E, it is in between. So point E is wet vapor or wet steam, you can say in this case. We use vapor because we have to again go for refrigeration and air conditioning. So wet vapor. Okay, for if you consider water, it will be steam, wet steam. Okay. Now after this, after defining this, we will see what is degree of superheat. Now if you take example, there is a beaker and water is there, and initially water temperature, I'll draw it over here. We have a beaker and in beaker we have water. Now this water pressure is 1 atmosphere. Now a burner is used below the water to heat the water. So what will happen? Initially suppose water temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, and since this is water is at 1 atmosphere, that water will be subcooled water because saturation temperature of water at 1 atmosphere is 100 degrees Celsius. So water is subcooled. Now when you turn on the burner, water temperature will increase and it will reach point B. What is this point B? It is saturation condition and it will still be water. So that water is known as saturated water, and at 1 atmosphere its temperature will be 100 degrees Celsius. Then if you add latent heat, okay, that water will convert into saturated vapor. So at 1 atmosphere, what will be the temperature of that saturated vapor for 1 atmospheric pressure? That steam temperature will be 100 degrees Celsius. Now again, if you add heat, what will happen? Point D, you can see the steam temperature will rise. It will become 150 degrees Celsius, for example. That is called superheated steam. Okay. So these are the different terminologies, and if the point is in between B and C, this E point, it will be liquid plus vapor, and that liquid plus vapor we denote it by a term called dryness fraction. So here I will show x is equal to 0 and here I'll show x is equal to 1. So when 100% liquid, here we have 100% liquid, it gets converted into 100% vapor, dryness fraction is 1, and here dryness fraction is 0. Now from here we can define what is degree of superheating. So degree of superheating will be T-sup minus T-sat. In this case, what will be degree of superheating? It will be 150 minus 100, 50 degrees Celsius. So I'll write down next equation, degree of superheat. It is T-sup minus T-sat. Then we have seen dryness fraction X. It is also called quality. Its value is from 0 to 1. Next, if you observe the diagram, on x-axis I have shown entropy, and on pH diagram on x-axis I have shown specific enthalpy, and here we have used notation F, Fg and G. So what is this? When a point lies on saturated liquid line, we use notation F, so that will be saturated liquid. Okay, and when we draw when a point is there on this saturated vapor line, we consider it as G. Okay, so what will be entropy of this point B? It will be SF. What will be entropy of point C? Entropy starts from this point, so this total length, it will be SG, and whatever the in between part is there, okay, inside the vapor dome, that is called SFG. Now same thing here you can see on pH diagram. Till point B is on saturated liquid line, this enthalpy, specific enthalpy, it will be enthalpy of liquid. Which liquid? Saturated liquid. Till point C, Hg, this will be enthalpy of saturated vapor. Okay, and in between B to C there is phase change, so this will be latent heat, which is HFG, latent heat of vaporization, you can say. So basically we have to understand what are the formulas, because we require formulas when we are solving numerical on vapor compression system. So we will define formulas of specific volume, specific enthalpy and specific entropy one by one. So first we will see specific volume. It is denoted by small v and its unit is meter cube per kg. So specific volume formula, okay, it will be, if you consider wet steam means suppose point is over here, so it will be x into Vg. X into Vg. It is for which type of steam? It is for wet steam. Then second, V is equal to Vg. Okay, now Vg, it is for which point? It is for saturated vapor. So Vg means it will be for saturated vapor. So I'll write down V is equal to Vg, and in tables you will find these terminologies, property tables of refrigerants. You will find Vg is there, Vf is there, and so on. Vfg is there. So that is why we are using the same notation here. So this Vg, it is dry steam, dry saturated steam. And next, superheated steam, it will be Vg into T-sup by T-sat. Now this T-sup and T-sat, it should be in Kelvin. So this is for superheated vapor. Next, we will see equations related to specific enthalpy. So specific enthalpy, it is denoted by small h and its unit is kilojoule per kg. So one by one, as we have written for this specific volume, same way we have to write. So for h is equal to, for wet steam means suppose point E. Now understand this, how to write down the formula. Okay, we are writing which formula of enthalpy. So we will see pH diagram. Okay, in pH diagram we have to write formula of which steam, this wet steam means it will be which point E. So what will be this point? It will be HF up to here plus X into HFG, dryness fraction into this latent heat of vaporization part. So I'll write down H will be equal to HF plus X HFG. This is for wet steam. Then next point we will see, if you consider point C, okay, this is which point? It is on saturated vapor line. So the total enthalpy will be Hg equal to specific enthalpy will be equal to Hg. This is for dry saturated vapor or steam. Then next we will consider superheated. Okay, for superheated, which is point D, it will be up to point C. Enthalpy we have to, this much we have to take. So it will be Hg plus this value, and this much value it will be Cp of vapor T sup minus Tsat. Now basics of this, how that is the formula for ideal gas. Okay, specific enthalpy is Cp into delta T. So that is why here we take that Cp of vapor. Why? Because this is superheated, so there will be vapor. Okay, liquid will be in this part and vapor is in this CD part. So Cp of vapor T sup minus Tsat. See the higher temperature. This is higher temperature and Tsat is lower. So T sup minus Tsat. So I'll write down H is equal to Hg plus Cp of vapor T sup minus Tsat. This will be equation related to superheated vapor or steam if it is water. Then we will see subcooled. So for subcooled, now what will be the point for saturated liquid? If you see the vapor dome, this up to this is saturated liquid. So if you want to calculate enthalpy of point B, it will be what? HF. So H is equal to HF for saturated liquid. Then H is equal to HF minus Cp of liquid Tsat minus Tsub. Okay, this is formula of subcooled liquid. Now understand how I have written this formula. So till point we have to calculate enthalpy of which point? Point A. So this enthalpy we have to calculate. So what will be this enthalpy? HF minus this part. Okay, so HF minus this part and this part A to B, that will be Cp of liquid into higher temperature is Tsat and lower temperature is Tsub. So same thing I have written here, HF minus Cp of liquid Tsat minus Tsub. Be careful when you are using the equation. When you are writing enthalpy of superheated, in this case, this will be Cp of vapor into T sup minus Tsat. Okay, Hg plus Cp of vapor, then T sup minus Tsat. And when you are writing enthalpy of this point A, it will be HF minus this part, and this part is Cp of liquid Tsat minus Tsub. Next we will see specific entropy. Now specific entropy, it is denoted by small s, its unit is kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, what is the unit of entropy? It is kilojoule per Kelvin. Okay, if you recall thermodynamics, S is equal to del Q by T. Okay, so here unit will be kilojoule by temperature is Kelvin. So kilojoule per Kelvin is the unit of entropy, and since this is specific, so it will be per unit mass, so kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Now again we have to write down the formulas for entropy. So entropy is equal to, if you consider, now since we are writing entropy, we will see TH diagram. So entropy of point B, which is on saturated line, it will be SF. So S is equal to SF for saturated liquid. Then S is equal to, if you consider point C, so this total distance will be Fg. So S is equal to Fg for saturated vapor. Then S is equal to SF plus X SFG for wet vapor. So this is which point we are talking about? Point number E. Okay, so if you see this point will be SF plus dryness fraction into SFG. Then we will see superheated steam. So point number D. So this will be up to this point, C point, it is Sg. So Sg plus Cp of vapor log of T soup upon Tsat. Now here we are using log. Okay, why is this? Because if you recall the entropy module of thermodynamics, there was a derivation, okay, for liquid and vapor entropy formula. So if you want, you can please go through that part of the thermodynamics. So from there we will be writing that formula. So S is equal to Sg plus Cp of vapor log T soup upon Tsat. Now be very careful while using this formula. Here temperature should be in Kelvin only. Okay, and this will be for superheated vapor. Next we will see for subcooled. So for subcooled we have SF minus Cp of liquid log Tsat by Tsub. So this is for subcooled liquid. So we'll see the formula now. So this part of point A, it will be up to point B we have SF minus this much entropy. What will be this entropy? So this entropy will be Cp of liquid, because this is subcooled liquid. So Cp of liquid log Tsat upon Tsub. Okay, so this is about entropy. Now we have to identify what is the state of given substance, okay, condition of given substance from the data. Okay, so we require some logic behind that, how to identify that. So suppose enthalpy, okay, whatever point is the enthalpy is there of the substance, okay, enthalpy of substance we will write is equal to, suppose enthalpy of given substance is equal to Hg. What is meaning of this? That vapor, it will be which type of vapor? It will be saturated vapor. Okay, so we are basically comparing the given enthalpy of the substance with the table value. Okay, like steam table, we will have refrigerant tables. So there we will find HF, HFG, Hg, SF, SFG and Fg. So this we have to use there. Now suppose next is enthalpy of given substance. It is greater than Hg. So if enthalpy is greater than Hg, so enthalpy will be, that substance will be in which state? It will be superheated. So superheated vapor. Next, if suppose the enthalpy of substance is less than Hg. Enthalpy is greater than HF, okay, but less than Hg. So it will be wet vapor. And if given enthalpy, it is less than HF. Okay, HF is over here. If it is less than HF, so it will be subcooled. Subcooled liquid. Same way we can write for temperature also. Okay, so we'll see what we have to write for temperature. So suppose given temperature T, it is greater than Tsat. Okay, now saturation temperature is this one. And if it is greater than Tsat, means it will be superheated. So this case will be superheated. Then second we will see if T is less than Tsat. So less than Tsat, this is Tsat value, and if temperature is less than that, then it will be subcooled liquid. Subcooled liquid. And the third condition, if given temperature is equal to Tsat. Now there are three possibilities are there. It can be either saturated liquid, it can be either wet vapor, or it can be saturated vapor. So if T is equal to Tsat, it can be saturated liquid or wet vapor or saturated vapor. So these are the three conditions related to temperature.